All right. We're live. Hi, everybody. Can you hear us? We're in Fredericksburg. We got 4 viewers on. We got four of you now. Welcome in. I'm Uriah Kiser alongside Kelly Sienkowski. We're here at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. Our first time live streaming.
Live streaming, the temperatures are dropping, the seats are getting full, and the excitement is rising. We're a few minutes away from the start of the annual Christmas Parade, and it could be a blast.
And we're so glad that you came and hung out with us here. 5 of you here now. We want to grow the live stream, so we're glad that you're here. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this here at PLN, and we are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, so please tell your friends, your family, if you did not make it out to the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade, stream it live here on PLN on YouTube and Facebook. And if you've made it out to some of the other parades that took place early, such as the Manassas Parade or Spotsylvania County, well, now you're home and you're warm, and now you can watch us.
Be better than that
in Fredericksburg. We're so happy to have you. Again, this is the first time we've live streamed a parade before, and we're so excited. We are using some equipment that we have here, and so some of the stuff that we brought works, some of it didn't. So please bear with us. It's our first time. So if you are having trouble hearing us, drop a comment in there. Tell us if you can hear us. We'd love to hear from you, and watch along. We got Kelly and I here in this box and the parade in the other.
That's right. And what you can see is we've got a camera set up to show you what's happening on the street as they pass us by. We're going to tell you a little bit about the floats and what we're seeing too, so we can all be on the same page.
Kelly wrote a great script for us. She's the producer of this broadcast here, this live stream. And we can't wait to dive in. She's done a great job. We want to give a shout out to Norton Pelt. That's where we are. We are, to give you some perspective, we are at the corner of Amelia and Princess Anne Street in downtown Fredericksburg, and the parade is going to go right by us. You're looking at Fredericksburg Baptist Church right there, and the camera view to the left, or I guess to the right of us, maybe left of you, I'm not really sure. But Norton Pelt Law really welcomed us, built us this great this set that we're sitting on here.
That's right. They've got a fantastic yard, and they're located in one of Fredericksburg's beautiful historic homes. It's an absolutely gorgeous house. I happen to pop inside the foyer. Lovely place. So we're really grateful to be here, and we're excited to have such a great view to share with you guys. And the parade is going to start on Caroline Street and make its way up Amelia before it turns left onto Princess Anne. So we're in a really good spot because this is where they turn around.
So let us know if you hear us. Let us know if you've been out today doing some shopping, doing some Christmas holiday festivities, going to some making gingerbread houses. If you hit some of the other parades in town, let us know. Drop us a comment. Of course, like and subscribe here on PLN. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We are on our way to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, and we want you to be the next YouTube subscriber here on PLN.
Exactly. And if you have not already been downtown in Fredericksburg this holiday season, it's like a Hallmark movie. A lot of the shop windows are decorated for the season. There's lights up everywhere. There are things stuck in flower pots. It's a beautiful time of year to come check out the city.
Got one hello there from Formo holidays to you. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to text my wife here to let her know that we're live streaming too, because she called me, and then I was going to call her back, but I'm going to say, hey, honey, we're live. Or hey, babe, or hey, we're live.
We are live, and you can see on the camera there are still people walking up and down the street trying to find their last minute spot where they're going to set up for the parade. People have bought their folding chairs and set those up hours ago. There are people with wagons, and I even saw there were 2 white couches, legitimate couches.
Did you see couches? Wow.
They planned ahead.
Well, that's interesting you said that, because I talked with the lady who runs not the name escapes me. It's the bird. This place is for the birds. It's the bird shop here on Caroline Street.
Wild birds, maybe?
Yeah, she runs a bird shop, and I bought a nice Christmas gift for someone there, and she told me that they set out their chairs at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah. I believe it. We got downtown. My family came down about 1:30, 1:45, and that parking garage was already full. People have been staking out their spots all day long.
That is fantastic. It's good to know. Up there we are. We're live. It's really working. I have us on our phone. I'm texting this out again to my wife, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hello there at Home 6. So watching it online this year. Thank you so much for watching it with us. We so much appreciate you being here, and we hope that you feel better soon. But thank you for being a part of what we're hoping is a new Christmas tradition here on PLN.
So the parade technically kicks off at 5:30. So we've got about 10 more minutes. So all these folks are walking around trying to figure out where they're going to get settled in. There are vendors pushing carts up and down the street selling all sorts of light up toys, stuffed animals, hats, and scarves. It is cold outside. So lots of people are bundled up with their hats, wearing blankets, trying to do whatever they can to stay warm. So it should be a good parade, and everybody should hopefully be toasty enough to do the whole thing.
So where we are at we're at the corner of Princess Anne and Amelia Street here at Norton Pelt Law. The parade route starts down on Caroline Street, which is about a few blocks down from where we are. It will come down to here at Amelia Street. It will turn left onto Amelia, come up the hill where you see Fredericksburg Baptist Church right there. And then it will then turn onto Princess Anne and head down toward the courthouse in downtown Fredericksburg. That is where the review stand is. So what's really cool about this is we get to review the parade before the review stand gets to review the parade.
Exactly.
So we'll have first dibs on judging. Okay, I'm just kidding. We're not the judges, but we will get first look at the parade. We're so excited.
Another thing too, this year's theme, if you don't already know, is Christmas of the World. What's funny, I found this out when I was prepping for this. Nobody seems to know how old the Fredericksburg Annual Parade actually is.
Interesting.
Everybody seems to agree it's been around since at least 1985. But there are folks online who will say that they remember watching it when they were a kid, and they marched in the parade in the 60s and 70s.
Interesting.
So this is the big unsolved mystery for Fredericksburg Christmas.
All right, folks, if you know have you marched in the Fredericksburg Parade prior to 1985? Did you grow up in the city in the 60s, the 50s, the 70s? Was there a parade when you were a kid prior to 1985? Let us know. Drop it in the comments. We want to solve that. I know today in Manassas they have their 79th annual Christmas parade in Manassas, and that was this morning. But here we are. We're wanting to know. Inquiring minds want to know. That's a very good question.
Yeah, we could be talking about anywhere from 40 to 50, 60, 70. Maybe we can beat Manassas.
There you go.
So we need to find the proof in the pudding, guys. If you have proof of a parade happening before 1985, let's see how far back we can go and figure it out. Yeah,
the city certainly is older than Manassas, going back to the 17. I think we're in 2026, or is it 2027? They're celebrating 300 years. We've got, is it 2020? Yeah. So we've got the big celebration of 250 next year, but I also think it coincides with Fredericksburg City's 300th anniversary. So a lot older than most of the cities around here. It's possible this is the 300th annual Christmas parade. It's we don't know that for sure. So like we said, if you know, drop a comment.
That's true. And I would think most people would agree that the Christmas parade is a legitimate Fredericksburg annual tradition. You don't miss it. It's not the holidays until we kick it off. But we used to have one other tradition. And I don't know if any of you guys remember this. So Fredericksburg used to have a very fabulous pear that would drop on New Year's Eve. I remember seeing it at least twice. And I think they did it for maybe 10 years or so. And then all of a sudden it was gone.
We had a story on our website at PotomacLocal.com earlier this year about the mystery of the pear and where it went. And Mike Salmon filed that for us. And it's so you can go to our website, PotomacLocal.com. I believe, I don't remember, it's been about a year ago. About this time last year, we wrote about the pear drop and where it went. And but you're absolutely right. And that pear drop was one of my first assignments as a Cub reporter at Stafford County paper in Stafford County. There was a pear drop in Fredericksburg. So I came down here, and it was probably just a little bit colder that night than it is right now.
I believe it. Yeah, we've gotten lucky today, though. This is an unusually dry Fredericksburg parade. In my memory, the parade is almost always a rainy day, or it rains all night the night before, and you just don't know. But we got lucky yesterday. We had, I think, around 2 inches of snow for most of the Fredericksburg area yesterday, and now it's dry. So nobody is sitting on soggy bottoms. Everybody is nice and dry and has plenty of room to watch this parade without having to shove water. So that's refreshing.
I will take it. I will take a dry parade, even if it's a little cool out here. It is Christmas. We had, like you said, we had that snow yesterday. I think we may have gotten two inches of snow where we are in Stafford County. I know the further south you went, the further west toward Charlottesville, I think they got some more. But it was enough to close some schools around here yesterday.
That's true. Yes, they definitely had a lot more. But it was a good entry to December.
Yeah.
A little bit of snow, just the teaser, and then one good snow day.
And that's it. And yeah, that's it. And I was driving down here. I was looking around. I took some of the back roads to get here. And it was so neat to just see snow in December on the ground. And before Christmas, we normally don't see snow around here till January, February. If we see it at all, it's so cool to get it right at the holidays.
Yep. And it was just enough. Nobody out there shoveling inches and inches and inches of snow off your driveway and your car. Most of it is pretty much cleared up by now.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of snow blowing happening. It was just a nice light taste. So hopefully I personally want one really good snowstorm sometime over Christmas break.
No, you might get it. You might get it because I'm looking at the weather here. I'm the news guy, always looking at the weather. We may get some more wintry precipitation as this next week kicks off. We're kind of in this cold pattern here, which is unusual. I can remember December being in shorts and outside and washing my car because it was so warm. But this feels like Christmas.
It does. It's a really wonderful entrance into the holiday season. And you reminded me. So I used to always check the Farmer's Almanac every year to see what did they predict. What is December going to look like? What's the chance of getting snow in Virginia? And this is their last year.
This is the last chance to check that Farmer's Almanac.
I came to an institution, and the idea of it suddenly.
They announced that they're going to stop publishing the Farmer's Almanac I forget the year. I think it may date back to the 1700s as well. They've gone back many years, but you're right. They announced that this was the last publication. So and one of the things that I read, and as soon as we're talking about the Farmer's Almanac, is when you start to see acorns fall down in September, you can expect a bad or snowy winter. So every September, that's when I start looking for the acorns. And now without the Farmer's Almanac, how am I going to know that kind of stuff? How are we going to know? We need that. Come on, guys, turn it around. At least put an online edition up.
And the other advantage of the Farmer's Almanac, if you had the physical copy, if you did have that big storm that knocked out your path, you had the book. The old-fashioned book, and you could read it by a flashlight or a lantern.
That's right. You didn't need a jackery or a generator. You could just put a candle on and read that. Well, folks, it's getting really festive around here. We've got the streets are really full now. I'm going to try to take, first of all, you can see there on your screen the parade lining up. We've got some bicyclists coming up the hill. They look like some of Fredericksburg's finest with Santa hats on. The police up the street, making sure that everybody's having a safe and fun, great Christmas parade here in Fredericksburg. As Kelly mentioned, vendors are on the streets as well. And we have the shot there of the vendors that are coming up. So, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send out an email to our list at PotomacLocal.com. By the way, folks, if you are not familiar with PotomacLocal.com, that's our daily news website that we publish news from Fredericksburg, Woodbridge, and Manassas on every day. PotomacLocal.com is the place to go to never miss a headline about what's happening where you live. So please go over there and sign up for our free email newsletter. It doesn't cost anything, and you never miss a headline. We send that new email newsletter out every day at 4 p.m. So I'm about to send one out right now to tell everybody that we are live.
Yeah. And another great thing about our website, a lot of local news about restaurants are opening. What are the schools doing? What are the board of supervisors doing? What's coming into your town that you might not know about? But every now and then we have some groundbreaking stories. We have up-to-date information on road closures and car accidents and police activity in the area. We do a lot of things and we cover a lot of different topics, but they're all focused on where you live.
And that's right. And so and we've been doing this now 15 years. Potomac Local will turn 15 in 2025, and we're looking ahead to the next 15 years to serving you and telling you what's going on where you live. So I think I'm looking at the we have the crowd's getting excited. So if you're watching us on Facebook, you're on our vertical stream. I'm going to put my head in. And so if you want the full view, I encourage you to go over to go to YouTube. Watch us over there at youtube.com, Potomac Local. You get a bigger view.
So you guys can hear, we're definitely seeing a lot more crowd noise. People are getting excited. They're settling in. They're telling people where to come sit. There could be a lot more noise coming up soon because some of our first few things we're going to be seeing some marching bands. We're going to be seeing fire department. We're going to be seeing some of our local veterans associations and even some of our rescue groups. So we have a wide range of folks who will be marching in this parade. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot more noise coming. If you want to say Merry Christmas and hi to the Denning family, we're glad you guys are able to join us tonight. That's the beauty of the live stream. You might not have been here on time to see it, but now you can watch it from your home.
Merry Christmas, guys. It's a pleasure to have you. All right.
And if you don't know, for downtown Fredericksburg, for this parade, they close down a lot of streets. They start shutting them down around 2 o'clock, I believe. And they do them in increments. So if you are not here and in your parking space by 2 o'clock, you're going to be walking a long way. I made that mistake a few years ago. We had to run home and do something and come back, and I could not even get in. So I gave up and I went home and I sat on the couch with the baby.
And I don't know if it was. Did you watch it live stream? Was it? Could you watch it live stream, or is that no?
That was 3 years ago. I don't know if I even tried.
Oh, okay. Well, see now. So if you were in that situation, you could watch it live stream here. No, Kelly's absolutely right. I got here at 3:30 to set up. And as soon as I got here, as soon as I parked, the cops shut the streets down and made sure that the barriers went up and traffic was stopped so everybody could come in and take some of these seats that have been filled up for hours here.
Absolutely. And all along Princess Anne and Caroline, there's no parking allowed. They cleared these streets to make sure that everybody has the best view that they can fit. So there are no cars allowed. And I'm curious to know how many cars they had to tow.
Yeah, the tow guys were out in force this afternoon.
They're probably very busy making sure everything's clear. So
they were out in force. All right. But I didn't, of all the tow trucks that I saw, I didn't see any cars hooked up. So maybe people got the message, but there were plenty of tow guys around, and I don't think they were here for their health. So,
yeah, I mean, you'd have to admit there were flyers literally every 5 feet or less than that, 3 feet. Flyers everywhere on every single parking spot that you could possibly think of. They made their best effort to make sure you knew that they're going to tow your car if you're gone. And I saw people.
All right, folks, that we appreciate you joining us here in Fredericksburg this evening. Again, our first time live streaming Black Metal Mercantile. My friend Darren there in Manassas, who's fresh off his Christmas parade this morning in front of his shop on Center Street. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for letting us know you can hear us. That's awesome.
We appreciate that. That would be awful to find out we did this whole thing and nobody heard us or saw us the entire time.
Well,
I thought. 5:33. So I imagine somewhere out there wheels are starting to turn. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled and let you know when we see the first float in the car. The first floating car.
Floating car. Cars, floats, flying car. If you're a Back to the Future fan, maybe we'll see some of those too. I can't wait. You'll never know what you're gonna see at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. All right, so I'm going to send this email out to let everybody know that we are live, and I'm also going to post a link on our website, potomaclocal.com, so you can see it there as well. So the parade kicks off at 5:30, so it is underway now, but we are waiting for it to get to where we are. I hear some Rudolph there in the background.
Definitely hear some noises coming in. And that's such an interesting part of the parade planning. They say we have this many hours, and I think this group is going to be around 75 different entries in this parade. And they managed to time them so that they all get their little moment in the spotlight and they all keep moving. We don't want a traffic jam with all these people standing out there in their dance uniforms and their band equipment. We want to keep them moving at a pretty steady pace.
All right. Now I'm curious. What's the temperature outside right now?
You can see in the background some of these flashing lights. People are buying flashing light up toys and swords and hats and necklaces from some of the vendors that have been marching along the streets today. I know my kids always ask for at least one, and I always say no. I'm a Grinch. I'm not buying a flashing light. I'm not.
Oh, flashing lights are so fun, though. What about? It also reminds me of 4th of July. They have the flashing lights at the 4th of July. We hit Pratt Park up in Stafford County for 4th of July this past year. Always a big time. Always a great time. Always fun to be out in the community, like these events. I mean, they're really fantastic about it. Holding these events, having everybody come out, and being a community, which is what is most important at Christmas time.
Stafford and Fredericksburg both do a phenomenal job putting on a lot of family-friendly events and using the parks that they have all around their county. Fredericksburg has, I think, over 21 outdoor spaces that are parks or recreation areas. Stafford, I don't even know how many we have, but we have a lot too. And they use them as much as they can to make family-friendly events. And back to the 4th of July event, if the option is giving my child a sparkler or a flashing light, I would cave in with a flashing light for that one.
There you go, yeah.
That's a pretty good trade-off there.
All right.
We are seeing some comments about our Facebook stream. Again, the YouTube stream of us should be a full horizontal shot. We're taking a look at the Facebook one to see if we can do anything else about that. So if you don't have a good view on Facebook, pop on over to YouTube.
Yep, check us out, youtube.com/Potomac Local, or just Google Potomac Local YouTube, and you'll get a much better view. Again, we are sounds like the parade is coming. It sounds like the parade is coming. So we are very excited about that.
I do know we are kicking off the parade with the Fredericksburg Honor Guard. They're part of the Fredericksburg Police Department. There's a really rigorous application process. People get chosen to participate in the Honor Guard, and they're still working their full-time job. This is not an either or. They go to work, and then they do special events like a parade or other events. And I can see them coming around the corner now. You guys will see them in a couple minutes.
All right. Let's see if we can take that and make that the main shot here. Let's see if I can make that in here. There we go. All right. Parade. We're not far off. Parade is coming right around here. We have 41 viewers here. We have 6 likes. If you are watching, please like and subscribe. Tell us hello. Drop a comment as we kick off the 2025 Fredericksburg Christmas Parade.
I just didn't know. You know, I had actually packed 2 Christmas hats and then I forgot to bring them with me. So, Jennings family, next time we will have Christmas hats. I will not forget that.
Yes, absolutely.
I had 2, just in case you didn't have one. And now here we are, cold and hatless.
Well, if we have enough people who like what we're doing here, maybe we'll come back next year and sport the Santa hat. Make sure we're all having a good time. Up. Okay, up. I think we made Darren happy with the taking the shot here. There we go. There we go. Up, yeah. Let me go check that.
All right, if you can see, we have some of our Fredericksburg police cars are slowly moving up. They are officially kicking off this parade, the Fredericksburg City Police Department's Honor Guard. We are so grateful to have so many men and women who work so hard to protect our city.
Fredericksburg's filing in. Merry Christmas. All right, we fixed the light there. Hopefully that's a little better.
Up. Now the honor guard that's marching up. These are the guys who volunteer to carry our flag and represent the honor guard at different funerals, community events, the different occasions, and memorial services. But they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, they do. They make the Fredericksburg Police Department look good. They attend a lot of public events all around the region. That's a cool sheriff's car there.
Yeah, it looks like they actually have what I think are called spiders. They're three-wheeled motorcycles. I had no idea they have one. How cool is that? Here comes the honor guard. All right, up next is the James Monroe High School Marching Band. This is Fredericksburg's only high school, and they frequently travel to neighboring counties to compete.
You'll see this from all over the community throughout the year, from football games to local events, and of course, right here in the parade.
They are dressed for the holidays. They've got their Santa hat.
Now, I love this, and I've been thinking about this when I read this, but because Fredericksburg has just one high school, the band spends much of its time in the competition scene up against larger programs in neighboring Stafford County. It makes for a busy schedule and some great regional matchups.
That's right. I believe this is our Grand Marshal. This is Dr. Bob Antozzi, Fredericksburg Parkson back in 2015. The Triumph TR6, a 1970s British vehicle. Up next is Mrs. Claus, the First Lady of Christmas on a Fredericksburg historical fire truck. You can see her waving. She's dressed for this weather, and she's turning left onto Caroline Street now. I'm sorry, Princess Anne. This group right here is the Fredericksburg Gems. They are a dance squad that meets here in downtown Fredericksburg. And they also have non-competitive dance lessons to build skills for kids ages 5 to 12. They also have a competitive team. And again, they meet right here in downtown Fredericksburg.
And all looking very festive indeed. Woo! And Sherry there, we wish you were here too. Thank you for joining us here on the live stream here on PLN. Always fun to have you guys.
Coming up, they are well dressed. You guys, this is the Elf Pros Lighting Company. If you are afraid of heights, or if your wife does not trust you on a ladder, these guys will not only come out and set up your holiday lights, but they will also take them down at the end of the season. That to me is a phenomenal deal.
I think that you're absolutely right. I mean, it's they come and do it all. It's a way to not have the Clark Griswold moment on the side of your house falling off the ladder. Nobody wants that.
Very important. All right, next up, this looks like a Fredericksburg City truck, and let's see who's riding on it.
Hello, professional live streamers. We wanted to come say hi. This is Duke.
All right, this is our Mayor Carrie Devine and our Fredericksburg City. Looks like they're riding on this. These are elected officials who represent the city. And great news for Fredericksburg, there are no city council elections in 2026.
There you
Your
go.
mailbox will get a break from all the flyers.
There is the happy holidays from the Fredericksburg City. From 93.3 WFLS, live 99.3 and 96.9 The Rock. bringing music, energy, and holiday cheer. They're also helping support the U.S. Marine Corps Toys for Tots program, which collects new unwrapped toys each year to make sure kids in need have gifts during the holiday season. It's a great reminder that the holidays are about giving, and these states spread that spirit throughout the community. In 2024, Toys for Tots donated over 30 million toys, books, and games to nearly 13 million children in need across the U.S.
And the 96 point school, staff members and students, and local community members who are big fans of Celtic music and dance. They perform at a lot of different Mary Washington events, and of course the downtown St. Patrick's Day Bar Crawl. And they try to keep the traditional Scottish drumming, Highland dances, and other traditions alive. Amazing. They honestly playing these bagpipes. I have no idea how you would even start to play that.
But they do sound good, and that's why they play them, and they're so good to hear here in Fredericksburg.
Exactly. Coming up next is the VFW Post 7728. These are veterans who served overseas, and they're continuing to serve our community today. What the Veterans Post does is the veterans of foreign wars. So scout programs, they teach them about flag etiquette, they assist with military funerals. We're really grateful for their commitment to the veterans and families in the Fredericksburg area. And now you can see we have the Fredericksburg SPCA with us. This is an amazing animal rescue group that's taken over 1,000 animals in 2024. They're currently looking for families for their Silent Night at the Shelter program. If you're interested in fostering a pet to get the shelter staff a break and to give an animal a warm home for the holidays, reach out to them. You can see they've got their SPCA van is all decorated with cats and dogs on top.
And there's a Christmas song that has been in the rotation as of late, Ariana Grande.
This is Mike's custom golf cart coming through. You can see they think of the around the world scene. Right literally is the globe in the middle of that big truck with all the things around it. And these are some of their custom golf carts, it looks like.
All right. I think I had this about.
Golf carts are located on, they're just off King Highway. So they are in Southern County, but not too far away from the heart of downtown. And you can see these guys are rolling in. See, this is the Fredericksburg Roller Derby.
Oh, these guys are awesome. We've interviewed these guys a few times. They're so cool to see what they
really
do.
Are. They've been around since 2011 as the Roller Girls, and now they're a competitive team that's ranked. They're always looking for volunteers to help out with their programs. You can reach out. And now here we've got the motorcycle from the Fredericksburg American Legion Post. These guys had their roots going back to 1919 and 1955, an amazing service group that honors the veterans who served in World War I and made sacrifices for their country.
And now coming up is Impact Church, a truck, and a 4x10 trailer. What else do you need in a parade but a truck and a 4x10 trailer? That's all you need. Impact Church is located on Shannon Park Drive near Fredericksburg.
And you can see they've got the globe as well.
That's fantastic. Very, very great looking float there. That's great.
Christmas around the world. Next up is the Fredericksburg Go Team. This is the regional transportation system for the Fredericksburg area. They provide over 300,000 trips a year. For a lot of people, for 40% of their riders, this is their only transportation system.
Fredericksburg Go, sporting its new look. It was Fredericksburg Regional Transit. They shortened it to Fredericksburg Go, and they are having a party. The buses and the floats continue rolling down the parade here. They're on the dance floor over there. They're looking great.
I wonder if they'll keep the tie-dye after the holiday.
It is a festive tie-dye.
Next up is Fletcher Home. They build all sorts of home renovation projects, and I believe they have a big new showroom that's on Cowan Boulevard, very close to Central Park. And again, they do bathrooms, they do decks, I think they do kitchens. They have all sorts of projects that they're available for.
Recently relocated from Stafford County into the city of Fredericksburg, Fletcher Home and Construction. That looks like the big dog, Fletcher Construction there, walking across there.
And here comes the North Stafford High School Air Force JROTC. That's the Reserve Officer Training Program, if I had that correctly.
I think you got it right. Good job. Yeah, you got it. The program gives students hands-on leadership and aerospace training while emphasizing teamwork, discipline, and community service. Cadets learn about aviation, develop life skills, and participate in activities like drill teams, color guard, and fitness training. The AFJROTC prepares students for success in school, careers, and beyond, while all giving back to their school and the Fredericksburg community.
You can see they are taking this seriously. They are marching in formation. They are following the cadence.
Yeah, they're looking good.
These guys work really hard to master all of the skills that will help prepare them for a career in the future.
Up.
Here comes Miss Spotsylvania County. This is the Spotsylvania Fair Queen, Riley Baker Shield. She was previously Miss Teen Fredericksburg Fair in 2022 and Miss Fredericksburg Fair runner-up in 2025. Her platform is the Leashes of Valor. And this is Spotsylvania's first year having a county fair.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, and that's really cool because it means a lot. These beauty pageants and Miss Spotsylvania, Miss Stafford, Miss Prince William, they're big deals. And then once they get crowned, then they go on to compete in Williamsburg for an even bigger crown, and that's Miss Virginia. So it's fantastic.
All right, now we're seeing the Westmoreland High School Eagle Marching Band. These guys are from Montauk, Virginia, and there's about 50 students in their band. They all have those Santa Claus hats that we totally forgot to
Hey, they're looking festive over there. And sounding great here at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. Thank you. 52 of us of you are watching right now. Please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a comment. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, I think this up here looks like it may be the Rebel Clothing Social Club, which is women 35 and up who meet once a week at the YMCA to do fitness activities. It's a great way to make connections and stay fit. Now here is Paragon Gym, which has been around since 1993, offering gymnastics for kids of all ages, ninja classes, toddler time, trampoline, and competitive teams.
They have a great facility there on Route 3. I know I've taken my kids in there many times. It's a great place to go to let them run around and be free and get some exercise. As they say, let all the energy out.
These are great cartwheels. Good job, girls. You can tell they've been working on those skills for a while. All right, now I'm excited about our next group coming up here. I don't know if you know this, Uriah, but I played rugby for 2 minutes in college.
You played rugby? I did not know that. That's fantastic.
Just for a minute. My dad played rugby, and I tried my best to carry on that tradition. But here we've got the Rappahannock Women's Rugby and the Riverland Golden Bears Rugby. These guys are two teams that promote rugby here in Fredericksburg, and they also give back with donations and volunteer work. They play with all skill levels, and honestly, it's just a really fun social sport. If you've got a chance to try it, I totally recommend it.
That's fantastic. You played rugby. That's awesome. That's really cool. I did not.
I'm a jack of all trades, Uriah.
You learn something new every day. Every day is a school day. Well, coming up here is the School of Rock in Fredericksburg. Float is a full-blown holiday rock concert on wheels with blazing stage lights, screaming guitars, and a school of rock students decked out like a marching band gone punk. We are cranking it out loud, fast and best of rock and roll Christmas classics. School of Rock. Next up is the Greater Fredericksburg chapter of Jack and Jill America. Moms, dads, and children walking with a banner and 150-foot Ford truck F-150 decorated with the theme. Chapter serves Fredericksburg and surrounding counties with programs focused on education, health, and cultural awareness, civic service, and community fun. They create opportunities for children to develop leadership skills, give back through service projects, and celebrate family and culture.
And you can see our Central Rappahannock Regional Library could pass by. Guys, it's not too late. Get your reading goals done for the year. The great library system with all sorts of options. As you can see here, the ultimate gift to share your time. I always love a book for Christmas. You cannot go wrong with the library.
Absolutely. Get your library card. Check out the Central Rappahannock Regional Library. Not only do they know how to read, but they can sing too. That's a great book there. Also give a lot of compliments to the regional library guys. We have young children, and we've taken a full advantage of the Grow a Reader program at the Central Rappahannock Regional Library. So thank you for all you do there.
And speaking of getting out of the house, we have the Fredericksburg Parks and Rec crew, and they have a raccoon right there, which is a very popular topic as of late. We've all seen the recent headlines about the Ashland raccoon.
I want to ask him if he knows any strange raccoons in Ashland that like to go into stores late at night and help themselves to.
Well, the Parks and Rec program in Fredericksburg oversees 21 outdoor spaces here in the city. They've got year-round programming for all age groups, including sports, including activities for seniors, indoors and outdoors. And of course, they help put on this annual Christmas parade. They are truly a part of Fredericksburg City. And
they have done a great job. They do all year long, from the Earth Day Festival to this event right here at Christmas. They are busy all year long. And we actually had the opportunity to go to one of the hidden gems in the city, Alum Springs Park. And it's a really oasis. It's a nice green oasis in the middle of the city. If you haven't been, you should go. Coming up here is the Coleman Motor Company, celebrating over 75 years of service in the area with a 7-day-a-week company that provides towing, roadside assistance, underwater recovery, and more.
they've got two of their huge tow trucks all decorated, and they're just climbing up the road. And their warning lights are almost a decoration on their own. That bright flashing light, you cannot miss them.
Next up is the Stafford Lacrosse Association, welcoming them to the parade here as they pass by our booth here at the corner of Princess Anne and Amelia Streets. The Stafford Lacrosse Association.
And you'll see they're taking a brief hold at the moment, because as our big giant tow trucks turn left on the Princess Anne, they're all slowing down a little bit. I believe the marching band will also be performing further up the street as well.
I got the old one.
And you can see they've got some of their lacrosse sticks all lit up, so they are decorated back there as well. Coming up next is some golf carts, some Carts Inc. They have a location on Wallace Lane, and they are also located in Urbana, and they sell new and used golf carts. And you can see they've got tinsel, they've got lights, they've even got a tree strapped on top of one of them. So they did a great job getting festive for us.
That is so cool to see those golf carts out there all decked out for the holidays and the parade. They are putting on a good show. I am putting on my gloves now. It is 37 degrees here in Fredericksburg. It is 5:59, just coming on 6 o'clock on this Saturday, December 6th, 2025. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're coming in right now, you are watching the 2025 Fredericksburg Christmas Parade here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. If you're joining us from any point in the globe, please drop in, say hello, give us a like. Please tell us what you're doing, and if you can hear us, if you enjoy watching us, we love to hear from you. Thank you so much.
And tell us if you're warm. We're still doing okay, but the temperature is dropping.
It is dropping. We're going down to 30 degrees, I believe, this evening, if I'm reading my weather app. Yeah, 30. Going down to 30 degrees. We're at 37 now, but we're having a great time. I'm feeling pretty warm just being here. Yeah.
It's exciting. Coming up after our golf cart here, we have the Father Whitford Council of the Knights of Columbus. They've been serving this area since 1981 to support the needs of the parish, local charities, and then they're also involved in programs like the Special Olympics, Coach Pictures, and Habitat for Humanity. They have lots of volunteer hours, and they help with everything from disaster relief to veteran support, and of course all the civic and patriotic events in the county. All right, this is the Stafford County Combined Schools Marching Band. 5 Stafford County high schools team up to do it together.
The group is wonderful to watch, to combine forces. On November 3rd, they held the 15th annual Band Together to Fight Hunger, raising over $17,000 and over 4,300 pounds of food donations. Stafford really turned student performances into real impact for neighbors across the region.
This is incredible. These guys are literally filling up the entire block of Amelia Street. This is 5 high schools that come together, and they're doing this. They also just did their annual Band Together to Fight Hunger, so they raised over $17,000, and they got over 4,000 pounds of donations. Here come their flag guards.
The Color Guard marches on Amelia Street here at the 2025 Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. And they are putting on a great show for us tonight.
Yeah, they're taking over the intersection, and now we're going to have a little hold again while they wait for clearance up ahead so they can keep moving down Princess Anne.
I'm going to move the camera so you can see that. You've got to see this.
Oh, we're going backwards just a little bit now. I think everybody ran back too far ahead, and now we're slowly pulling back just a little bit. These guys have amazing patience. They don't stop moving even when they're just standing still waiting. It's incredible. You can see the tuba that's still just sort of bouncing back and forth, catching all of the light on them. Color guards just sort of gently waving their flags back and forth, trying to figure out when they're going to get to go moving forward. These kids are working so hard. Again, they come from all 5 of Stafford County's high schools.
We got the camera focused right on the intersection right now where the combined Stafford County High School band is marching. Looks like they're marching on. It was one of the biggest groups we've seen so far. High flying show here.
incredible. It's a great group effort, and Stafford County Schools does so well coordinating so many programs all together. Like we said, they had that Band for Hunger program. That's another annual event that they all participate in. And I like to think that in 10 years or so, these kids will get together at a reunion for their school, and they'll say, hey, remember that time we were in the band, in the parade in downtown Fredericksburg?
That's
what a
right.
memory to have.
That's
so cool.
So thanks again for joining us here on PLN. This is the first time we've done a live stream like this before. It's so cool to have you with us. 60 of you on with us right now. Coming up next is the Cub Scout Troop 578. Troop 578 is in the Heartwood Rocky Run area of Stafford County and welcomes boys from kindergarten through 5th grade.
And you can see they've got a beautiful tree on the back of the truck, but what are they holding? Are these?
What do they have?
Snowflakes?
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
That's great. I imagine that was definitely a project in one of their meetings. That's
Here
all
they
the
come.
snowflakes, and they've decorated them. They're all holding different streamers and different decor.
Christmas, guys.
They're so excited to
Very,
be here.
yes, they are. Look at all those kids. They're so happy to hold their snowflakes.
And you can even see pulling up the rear, we've got a wagon with a younger child in it that is absolutely blinged out in this Christmas light.
Future Boy Scouts here. Future Cub Scouts. Future Scouts all together.
For those of you asking about recording, you will be able to watch this again on our YouTube channel, and Uriah will also be on Facebook.
That's right. Yeah, we're putting it on Facebook. It'll be live. It'll be on Facebook for about 30 days, but it'll live on YouTube. You can go to YouTube, Potomac Local, youtube.com/Potomac Local, and watch it. Or you can go to our website right now, potomaclocal.com. And when you're there, sign up for our free email newsletter. We send out news every day from Fredericksburg, Manassas, and Woodbridge, and where you live in Northern Virginia at potomaclocal.com.
That's why we just saw the St. John Paul the Great Catholic High School. They've got some of their cheerleaders waving from inside the windows. And following them is Miss Fredericksburg Fair pageant winners. The Fredericksburg Fair is held right at the end of July. They've got their pageant winners in a vintage convertible that's being towed. Oh, that's actually the vintage convertible. This is a fair that's been around since 1738, and it's still live today. They've taken a few years off here and there, but they have been ongoing since 1738, and their final home is the Fredericksburg Fairgrounds, where they continue to operate every year.
Wow, that's very impressive. Long operation there for the Miss Pageant, Fredericksburg Fair Pageant, and of course the Fredericksburg Fair is always a big deal, always a great time to go. And that car is always, I mean, I'm jealous. I love that car. I kind of want to. Miss Fredericksburg!
Yeah, I was saying that this is so nostalgic for her because she once did the marching band. How cool is that to see these kids carrying on that tradition that you participated in? We're so glad you're watching with us. And this is great, you guys. This is the Renaissance Fair.
Oh my goodness, here they come. The Renaissance Fair, costume characters from the Virginia Renaissance Fair. Which used to live in Stafford. They'll hold its annual fair May 9th through June 7th at Lake Anna Winery this coming year in 2026. They're actually a petition with over 6,000 signatures of Stafford residents who would like to see a park created where possibly the Renaissance Fair could come back home to Stafford County once again.
That's right. And so next up, we've got the Healing Seed and Whole Green. Now, this is more of an interesting endeavor. They are a community organization founded on education, wellness, and responsible use of cannabis. They've got a Green Thread project where they provide free clothing and hygiene items to underserved neighbors. And then they also support a lot of mental health initiatives.
I have a comment there from Black Metal Mercantile wanting to know if that was Krampus walking down the street here with the Renaissance Fair. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know. I didn't quite say that. Maybe a little too dark.
That might be right.
Could be Krampus. Yeah.
I will go with that. That was a Krampus. Well caught.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Always happy to have you there.
Absolutely. There goes the whole green bus. And I guess if your name is Whole Green, you're already wearing green. So
Yeah, you're
already festive and seasonal.
festive all year round.
There you go. And great for St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, coming up here is the USA Ninja Challenge. Guys, if you have not checked this out, they are a really cool indoor facility with obstacle courses and a ninja course. It's off of Corporate Drive in Stafford, and they have classes that go for 2-year-olds all the way up to the teenagers. If you want to burn some energy off for your kids inside, indoors, in the winter, check out USA Ninja Challenge. It's a phenomenal place to be, and they change out their obstacle course and the lot of everything. Get changed out on a regular basis, so it doesn't get stale. It's a really cool program, and it's all about fitness and health, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a great program. Ninja Challenge. Let's face it. I wanted to be a ninja when I grew up, right? And so can you. Now you can do it at Ninja Challenge.
It's never too late. You can do it.
No,
Uriah. It's never too late to start.
There you go. That's a new tagline. You too could be a ninja. Up next is Stafford High School's NJROTC. The Stafford High School Indian Company JROTC unit, established in 2008, serves more than 100 cadets. Cadets train in military drill and physical fitness while participating in teams such as color guard, academics, and athletics, and more. With field trips, service projects, and leadership camps, the program builds discipline, teamwork, and pride in their school and their community.
And that's one of the great things about our local schools is so many of them have unique programs in each of the different high schools. So these students are not just going to go to school and learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. They're learning things that help with leadership skills, the communication skills, and all sorts of knowledge that will take them far beyond high school. So we're happy to have them here. See them marching straight ahead.
And we're back here at the Christmas Parade. Love to have you guys here. This is WPER, the 90.5 radio station. It's a Christian adult contemporary radio station serving Fredericksburg and Richmond. WPER. So, I have to say there has been so much energy right here at the corner of Princess Anne Street where we are. The band, the marching band, the combined marching band was amazing to see.
I honestly didn't know if they were going to keep playing because I kind of thought maybe they just do the big street and we're just a little side street here, but they just kept going and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
I imagine if they keep moving, they'll be a little bit warmer too.
Yeah, you have to keep moving. That's absolutely true. It's 38 degrees here where we are in Fredericksburg. What are you doing right now? Please comment, like, and tell us what you are doing. What you've enjoyed so far, maybe what your favorite float is so far here in the parade as the 2025 Fredericksburg Christmas Parade continues.
I am also curious, how many of you have a tradition where you come here every year with your family, except this year because you're watching us, so you must not be here.
That's right.
Okay.
Or you could be here. You could be streaming us from your phone on the parade route, just getting the best of both worlds, getting it live and getting us on your cell phone. Who wouldn't want that, right?
So we still have our WPER cars sitting in front of us. And once again, we have that traffic jam at the intersection turning onto Princess Anne. So there's a judge's stage somewhere.
So where we are here at the corner of Princess Anne and Amelia Street, we're ahead of the judges. The review stand is down by the courthouse further down on Princess Anne Street. So we actually get a view of the parade before the judges do. So it's kind of cool for us.
That's right. And here comes the Let's Smile car. They're right over on Chatham Heights, offering dentistry services for all ages. Just over the bridge, right up on Chatham Heights Road. This car is famous. I've been seeing it for years. It's got elephants and giraffes, and the whole office is decorated with a safari sort of a theme. And these look like some of their supporters are waving behind them here. And I'm pretty sure they're doing the 6-7 dance. If you have kids, you know what 6-7 is.
Nothing, but that's just me. I don't know. My 5-year-old says it every day. If you know what 6-7 means, drop in the comments, please. Educate me. Let me know what 6-7 means.
I don't think
And we've got a really cool looking float coming up the street here.
Yeah, but let's take a look and see if we can catch who it might be.
Again, we
and
want
right in front of us, how do we miss them? It's the FSC, Virginia Animal Rescue, is a Pennsylvania foster-based rescue group. They found homes for over 1,800 animals this year, and they have lots of dogs who would love for you to come meet them. Again, that's the SFC, Virginia Animal Rescue.
giving a lot of canine friends a Merry Christmas.
Wow, there's a nice big float coming up here. This truck is decorated with the North Pole and more.
Yeah, we've got Santa's elves in the back there on the North Post office. And check out that Christmas tree with flags from around the world on the tree.
Yes. So this is the Pennsylvania County Combined Marching Band, over 200 students from 5 high schools. This group, Uriah, actually won #1 marching band in last year's parade.
Wow.
So we're going to see if they go on again to another victory.
That's fantastic. And they sound great this evening here at the Christmas Parade.
Decided they have to
So as we wait here for the parade to roll on, we are an hour into our stream. And again, we want to thank you for joining us here on Potomac Local. We couldn't do this without your support. Your viewership, your membership at PotomacLocal.com means so much. It means that we can continue bringing important community events like this to you, as well as the day's news that we send out every day in our daily news. You can get for
like we said, our first time live streaming this, so there's a learning curve involved. Woo, let's see the flags are going up.
color guard certainly putting on a colorful display here.
So we didn't have a color guard when I was in my high school was teeny tiny. We didn't have a color guard, and it's such a cool addition to any game, I would imagine. And what a neat way to join in with the marching band.
Absolutely. The spirit is very high here at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade this evening.
And all of these students, once again, just like Stafford County, they're taking up the whole of Amelia Street. Again, there's over 200 students, and this is 5 high schools combined, just to be here at the parade tonight. And they're doing a great job. They're keeping their movements going. They're still playing their music. But there's a traffic jam ahead, so they're just kind of holding out.
Hey, they can hang out as long as they want. They sound great this evening. You get the whole band here playing, the color guard, flying the flags. It is a very fun and festive atmosphere here at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. So much more to come.
If they learn how to wait in rush hours now, when it comes time to drive on 95 and commute to their jobs, they will be up to well. And they'll bring their instruments and play the car. They'll make their own music for the car ride. I always love seeing when they have their instruments lit up. I didn't even know that was a thing. And they've got tubas lit up. I saw saxophone covered in lights. They have so much fun with them.
Yeah, and they're coming up here. You'll be able to see them very soon as they walk into the camera shot. And it looks like the 6-7 debate goes on. I'm seeing some comments here. Does anyone know what it means? It literally means nothing, and that's the meme of it. So you guys are letting us know exactly what 6-7 is and what it means, if it means anything at all.
100 years from now, anthropologists and social studies workers will find artifacts and they'll ask themselves, what was the great 6-7 plays of 2025? And no one will know. No one will ask. Is falling down. How do they do that?
It's amazing. They've been marching for a long time here and marching on here at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. They sound wonderful. They look festive. It's a pleasure to see it combined. Things have gotten really loud here where we are, and really it sounds wonderful. Right. Amelia combined marching band.
What a great sunlight. They're so high energy. Have you dropped the wrapping paper? How fun is that?
Hundreds of marching band students parading here in front of us here at the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade, all standing wonderful, all looking very festive. A Merry Christmas to all of them. And so as they make their way down Princess Anne Street, some of the great places here, one of my favorite is Hyperion Espresso. We're not far from Hyperion. Always have to mention where we are, and always a great place to go get a cup of joe and meet a friend there nearby. Of course, we would not be here without Norton Pelt. Please thank Norton Pelt Law for again having us here on the grounds of Norton Pelt Law here in Fredericksburg. They built us this wonderful set. I'll take a picture of it. I'll share the picture on our website, PotomacLocal.com. Jason Pelt did a fantastic job for this set. He volunteered to do it. We didn't ask. He just said, I will do it. And I was just blown away by what he is able to do for us here. So be sure to check back on our socials for pictures of our set. We'll make sure that we get them out.
And I will say this is a very well built stage. I have not fallen off once, but I think you managed to hold on to your seat too, right? I'm doing pretty well.
We're doing pretty great.
I'm color guard with the really festive red, white, and green flag. Kind of right at the tail end of the Pennsylvania marching band, but we're still trying to finish what is left under Princess Anne. You guys are keeping it with them, and they're doing a great job, and they're so patient. Oh wow, wait until you guys see. Coming up in a moment, we've got a baton twirler that's all lit up. This is incredible. You can see she's throwing these pretty high up in the air.
Thank you so much.
And touching them. I could never do that. We may have a little bit of service issue. We are outside using a satellite Wi-Fi. So we apologize if you have any connection problems. That's probably all right. And the crowd is giving these guys a great round of applause. They are doing phenomenal.
And I love that energy. I love she's twirling that baton there, and it is looking amazing. Look at that go. Throwing it up in the air in just about every other direction. So cool to see that.
Keep going. It's incredible.
All right. Thank you so much. Crazy. Okay, thank you.
We are just taking minutes to see who is coming up next. Again, the marching band has finally cleared Amelia Street. So it's going to take a moment for the next group to slowly roll their way up the hill. And we're probably going to keep hearing that music for quite some time. They did a fantastic job. Let's see who's coming up here. Can you see who that is, Uriah? I have no idea who's dancing right now. Some sort of a cartoon character. We'll be rolling onto the screen in just a moment.
Don't know who that is.
That is Air.
Okay, all right. That's probably their. And you talk about a busy place, Urban Air here on Route 3 in Spotsylvania County.
Absolutely. It's another one of those great places to take your kids and get all of their energy out. And what I love about it is they have a really cool air element where the kids can climb. They go up the stairs and then they're doing sort of a ropes course. They're climbing out on the platform. They're rock climbing. All these cool things that you don't really see a lot of in this area. So Urban Air, right here in Spotsylvania, is a fantastic indoor venue with a lot of really cool things for your kids to do. I've been doing lot of birthday parties there. But
Yeah,
my
yeah,
good
it
friend
is. It
popular.
is a popular place to do birthday parties. It looks like, by the looks of it, as he pulls into frame here, it looks like his name is Irby, the mascot for Urban Air, and you'll see him on the float here dancing around in his yellow hat and yellow shirt in between two lit up reindeer. Irby is coming up the street here.
Irby the Urban Air. I get it. It makes sense. I would imagine that's one costume that is not too cold.
Yeah.
That is a very well insulated costume. I've been a mascot for a few school events. Those costumes are warm.
There it is, Irby jumping around and getting warm here on the back of his float. There he goes.
Got
Merry
two bodies
Christmas.
on the back there.
Everyone's having a fun on that float there.
All right, let's see who's coming up next here.
Up next, this is the Rappahannock chapter of the Fraternal Order of Police. The auxiliary. This is the national support organization for families of law enforcement officers, first established in 1920. Their motto, never let them walk alone.
And this is a huge service organization. I mean, let's be real. If you are not familiar with the lives that first responders have, our police officers, our fire department, fire marshals, they're used to being on call. They're used to running out during holidays. They're used to celebrating Thanksgiving on a different day of the week. They make a lot of sacrifices to be there to support the community and to basically be our heroes. It's an incredible service, and the Order of Police does a great job supporting them and recognizing their lives. As you can see, they're enthusiastically greeting us.
We appreciate all they do to serve the community.
All right, and let's see. I believe this is the Fredericksburg Masonic Lodge coming up. Lodge number 4 is the oldest one. Oh, I'm back on the screen again, Uriah. You surprised me.
You got to keep me on your toes.
Masonic Lodge in America. It dates back to 1752, which is the first recorded meeting that we know about. So they could have been meeting even before then. But what's really cool is this is where we think George Washington himself became a Mason, right here in Fredericksburg. So if you ever forget, Fredericksburg has so much history. In just a few blocks, we packed a lot into this teeny tiny little area.
Indeed, there's a lot of history here.
Really
In
a big piece of history walking right down here, continuing the tradition of the Fredericksburg Mason.
The home of Mary Washington, George Washington's mother. And if you visit the Mary Washington house, we actually got a great painting of Mary
And we
Washington.
believe this may be Cub Scout Pack 199, who meets in the Aquia Harbor area. And again, it's open to boys from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade. And they've decorated different wagons to represent different countries around the world, paying attention to that theme for this year's parade.
John the Nerd saying, I was waiting for the dinosaur suit from one of the hosts. We'll have to bring that one next year along with a Santa hat. A dinosaur suit and a Santa hat. That's a new one. I like it. I like it. I'm here for it.
All right, speaking of history, you guys, if you've ever grown up in historical town, you know what the Fife and Drum Corps are. This one is the Camden Continental from Central New York. They were first formed in the 1800s, and they still play this day, traveling around the Eastern Coast for parades and special events.
A favorite around Williamsburg this time of year now comes to Fredericksburg. Fife and Drum Corps is always nice to hear this time of year, and any time of year, really, to punch up the excitement level at these types of events.
Fun fact, Uriah, I played in a Fife and Drum Corps for like 6 months.
That's the fun fact number 10 from Kelly tonight. First rugby, now Fife and Drum. You always learn something when you're co-hosting with Kelly Sienkowski.
Endless chest surprises. But what's cool about the Fife and Drum Corps, the ones that still practice today, you can see them wearing the traditional tri-corner hat. And they do learn the traditional, I've forgotten the word, I don't know, cadences and things that were used in the accurate historical time period. So when they play music, that's what you would have heard in the 1800s. So they're keeping that tradition alive. 200 years later, it's incredible. And the fact that they're traveling all the way down here from central New York, we're really happy to have them here. I wonder if New York is warmer or colder than New York tonight.
It's a good question. I would normally, again, we normally have it's not colder on Christmas time here, but we are getting some Christmas weather. Again, coming off that snow that we had yesterday, about 2 inches of snow across where we were here in the region. So it's nice to see that actually happen in December before Christmas, not having to wait till January or later on in the winter to see that snow. It really does put you in a festive mood.
Exactly.
So we've got some more spiders here. It looks like, I think that's what you called it, a spider. You can see there, I'll take the full street. What is that car there? Spider is 3 headlights. What do you get? It's a really cool, futuristic looking car. And I think the Grinch may be inside, actually, if you can see.
And once again, we have a little bit of a holding period. The fife and drum corps is waiting to be told that they can move up around the corner. They're announcing their departure. Oh, that is the question. The spider got green lights on underneath. And this is part of Rupert Youth Park. So this is a place where you can go and you can pull your own auto parts off of cars that are in their yard. They're located off Route 1 in Stafford, right next to M&M Auto Parts, which has always had a very big sign out there. So, if you need to replace the emblem on the back of your car, you can go in and pop one off.
Yeah, or a side mirror, or just anything. I've been there many times to M&M, long business in the community, and some really. Oh no, that car looks like it's been through it. Oh, we got a crash car there. There at M&M. That's okay. That's how they make their money. You go pick up the crash cars.
And now we've got the whole green bus, which again is connected to the Healing Seas, which we saw earlier in here today. Again, they're located in Pennsylvania. Now this bus is green on the bottom, but it's got their festive lights on top. So they are dressed up for the holidays.
Coming up next is the Stafford County 4-H Livestock Club in Virginia. It's a youth program focused on raising, showing, and selling animals, beef, poultry, and rabbits. And you may have seen them at the local agricultural fairs.
And they brought goats, like 2 goats. My day is made. I got 2 goats.
Awesome.
That's how Fredericksburg.
Goats are great animals. They're easy to have. We actually have goats where I am. They're wonderful to take care of, and they're great with kids. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Hey there, guys.
What a cool way to expose kids to different animals that are out there that they're not going to see every day. Downtown Fredericksburg, many places in Stafford.
Absolutely. And of
not
course,
every child grows up with goats like yours do.
well, yeah, no, that's right. But when you have the fairs, and it's a pleasure to have them, the Fredericksburg and the Prince William County Fair, it's a great place to go see agriculture in the region, in an urban area like Northern Virginia. It's great that we have those.
That's true. So this is the full force dance event. They meet right here downtown at the Mayfield Community Center, and they have a team made of dancers who are 5 years old all the way up to 18 years old. They're focused on building skills, building confidence, and building a sense of community and team spirit with their dancers. And these are great snow queen costumes, but my goodness, they must be cold. Oh, here we go. That is a fierce walk. These girls are ready to go.
Coming up next.
Gingerbread men are walking up to end the sweet note here.
And they are representing the Fredericksburg.
Christmas tree.
Here they are. The Fredericksburg Spider Riders are coming up with their unique 3-wheeled motorcycles. This is a community group that bonds over riding and sharing tips about their rides. The Spider Riders of Fredericksburg.
And this is the group that gets together and they socialize over their shared love of these 3-wheeled motorcycles. These around town, they'll ride in groups. It's probably safer safety in numbers, but also just a fun fact that they get when they probably pull up and there's 15 of them in a row pushing their little fighters. So really cool hobby.
Yeah,
car.
absolutely. And these bikes right here are proof positive that you could put Christmas lights on anything.
You really can. I'm
Look at these beautiful bikes here in front of us. Fredericksburg Spider Riders here in the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade.
you got me thinking now. What if there's any Christmas lights on a satellite? If you put Christmas lights on a satellite, would we be able to see that?
You know, I think you have to have a lot of lights on there, but you could do it. So if Elon Musk is listening and you want to put Christmas lights on satellites, I mean, I'm sure some of them would love to see it.
And that's not so much fun. Oh my God, why does it move it? The influence that we just saw is so performing on Princess Diana rather than had gone. I think that's what it's way.
We are at 1 hour and 20 minutes in our live streaming Christmas parade. Uriah News, sitting alongside Kelly Sienkowski of Potomac Local News, and we are having so much fun bringing you the parade this evening.
And things are getting faster. We have not one but two Grinches sitting on these fighters right here in front of us. They're being rather friendly though. They're all waving at the children. So that's nice. That's reassuring.
That is good. Now, who do we have? Do we have a red guy? What is it? Red bird? Angry bird? What do we have here? Legacy. This is a Legacy remodel. Oh, guess what it is? Okay. So Legacy Remodeling Solutions and the Ram 2500 is going to be pulling a trailer that is 20 feet long, and that is their float there with Angry Bird. You could also call it a Christmas Cardinal. I think you can get away with that.
Alrighty, and coming up here, let's see who we have.
Very festive looking gingerbread house there on that float.
White lights on the tree.
This is Keller Williams.
Yep, it looks like it is Keller Williams Capital Properties, which is a real estate company. They have a lot of different properties around town. So you probably see the sign. Because again, real estate.
A very great looking gingerbread house for the Keller Williams Realty team here in Fredericksburg.
These guys look like they're having a great time. They understand the fun and the patience of being here. They're happy to wave, they're happy to holler, and have a good time.
Now we are watching more floats coming up. How are we doing on the parade lineup here? We have several more coming up here, so the parade is not quite done yet. So please like this video here. Comment. Tell us if you're enjoying the show. We love to hear from you. Does this help you? Does this help make your holiday a little bit? Please let us know by commenting here on our live stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this Saturday evening, December 6th, 2025.
That's right. As you can see, we have an impromptu kick line. The market better watch out because they've got some competition coming in. You guys are having a fantastic time. We have all sorts of fun dance moves happening. Once again, we're still holding queue. We're waiting for Princess Diana to clear up a little.
So again, we want to talk about the importance of having you with us here this evening and your support in local news. What we do every day at PotomacLocal.com, we try to tell the community story from what's happening in your child's school to what new restaurants are opening up in your neck of the woods. We try to bring that local journalism right here, that local feel, that news to you at PotomacLocal.com every day.
First walk by, they've got offices providing quick health care all around the Fredericksburg area. And I believe this is the Madison Sun Fighters. Another one band with a couple of dancers. A little bit smaller group, but they're still playing some great music and they've got great energy. I also like their hats.
Yeah, they're great. Old barbershop quartets. John said he just got back from the Orange Parade. Oh, and he said it wasn't as good. So he's saying that Fredericksburg has one up on the Orange Parade there. So thanks for sharing that, John. We're happy to hear it. And glad you're with us this on the watching on live stream here in Fredericksburg.
And here comes the Mission barbecue truck. So the big truck is called Bam Bam. I'm not sure where we got that nickname from. I'm sure we can imagine.
But Bam Bam is it making me hungry. That's for sure.
There you go. Back to veteran, fire, police, and other first responders all year round. They're always a local community event, so they are a familiar face.
Always good events happening there at Mission Barbecue.
And this is our Vietnam Veterans Group. This is a group that advocates for veterans of the Vietnam era and even our newer generation of veterans. They provide a lot of support and advocacy to help the veterans recover from what they've experienced overseas, and we are grateful for their service and the veterans' service too, of course.
Coming up here is the Good Wash. Team, we have the Good Wash car really embraced the challenge for a creative float this year, combining a car wash with a Christmas and national flags there. Good
And I
wash.
love, we've got the guy at the end is one of the co-op moms.
That's fantastic.
Where do you even find that costume?
That is the next Halloween costume for 2026, everyone. There it is. There it is. That's a fantastic costume. That's the Good Wash.
That's awesome.
Up next is the Cavalier figure skating team. The Cavalier figure skating team trains at Stafford's Cavalier Skating Rink, which is almost 30 years old and the premier skating destination in this area. I can tell you, I've been to Cavalier many times. It is a fantastic place to go and hang out, just skate, be with friends, family, bring the kids. It is a fantastic place to go.
Did you skate, Uriah, or do you watch?
I skate, but I use that thing you push in front of you. I use the walker. Yeah.
I make my husband skate. I don't skate.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm too important to the family unit. If I go down, everybody goes
It
down.
all goes down.
And now we've got what is this called? This is a Tesla
Now
truck?
this is a Cyber truck from
Cybertruck.
Tesla. You can't miss this one. It is the Coatings Central truck right here. This is the first Cyber truck that we have seen in the parade tonight, and is the first Cyber truck I've ever seen decked out in Christmas lights and a Christmas tree on it.
That's a very valid point. Good observation.
Proof positive. Again, you can put Christmas lights on just about anything.
I believe that's going to be the end conclusion of this year's parade. Christmas lights on anything. That will be the recap we have. Coming up next is Old Dominion Humane Society. They've got some volunteers walking with dogs, and they've got a special truck that is pulling some train cars and buckets with these dogs. Guys, Old Dominion is right on Lafayette Boulevard. The organization is about 12 years old, and I will say I have several friends who have got not just one, not just two, but 3 dogs that they rescued from Old Dominion. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'll be here. The Old Dominion Rescue
And you
Dogs.
can see some great animals that are walking with them. These dogs are so chill, even with all this noise and all this chaos.
Old Dominion's really great too about reaching out to telling us what they're up to in terms of letting them know, letting us know in the press what they're doing in terms of adopting dogs, rescuing animals. You can, if you have an organization, a nonprofit, if you do volunteering, please let us know what you're doing. Send us your news to news@potomaclocal.com. We like getting it, like sharing it with the community so we know, and our readers know, and our viewers here on PLN know what you're up to.
Absolutely. Guys, coming up next, let's see, the car is slowly rolling in. And you're just going to see those pom-poms wiggling in the air. You guys know what's coming. It's the Massaponax High School cheerleading squad. Massaponax High School in Pennsylvania is the home of the Panthers. Uriah, do you know what my next fun fact is?
What's your next fun fact?
I was a cheerleader.
I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised, I should say. You've done so much, so many fun facts, I can't keep up. Not surprised at all.
I think it's either go waving. Once again, what a cool memory to have in the high school. Know that you're on a cheer team, you're walking in, everybody's so happy to see you because everybody loves a parade.
Absolutely. And everybody's loving this parade here in Fredericksburg tonight as we continue with the 2025 Fredericksburg Christmas Parade. You're just joining us here on the live stream. We are 1 hour and 30 minutes into our live presentation of the Fredericksburg Christmas Parade here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And everyone is having a great time. You should see how many people are on the streets.
And right here, I believe right in front of us, this is the Downtown Doll. They're a social and charity club that helps with different local organizations. And their slogan is that they're bringing back vintage vibes, but not vintage virtues.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like pinnacle.
So checking here in the comments section, we are getting a lot of people saying they wish they'd bring back the pear drop. You and I were talking about the pear drop earlier here in the live stream. It used to be a thing here in Fredericksburg where every New Year's Eve they would drop the pear. That has gone by the wayside. They don't do the pear anymore, but it would be fun to see. So many of you saying you'd like to see the pear come back.
Oh, we're going to shout out these Fredericksburg hockey players, guys. They are on their rollerblades. They are rollerblading in the parade. That is dangerous, and they're doing a fantastic job. These guys meet at Dixon Park, and they are several skaters skating behind their truck. Dixon Park's rink is the only full-size hockey rink in 50 miles.
Wow.
It's a great program, and I know some people who are really big fans of it. Their kids have been doing it for years, and they absolutely love it. What a cool athletic activity.
That's fantastic. And you see the penalty box there and their floats. Yeah, that part of the float.
They got a lot of people in their penalty box. I'm not sure. They might be getting coal in their stocking this year.
Kelly did not go out and chase those rollerbladers down. She did point out it was dangerous, but they were doing a good job. But be careful out there because Kelly's on you. She knows. She sees you doing dangerous things out there. So I thank you so much for doing this. This has been so much fun, just having you here and being a part of.
You invited me. This is just a great time. It's such a cool way to experience the parade.
Yeah, no, this is my first Fredericksburg Christmas Parade, and I get to be here with you and hang out and just watch it all go by here at our wonderful set here at Norton Pelt Law.
What, this is the first time you've been to the parade?
Here in Fredericksburg, yes. This is my first Fredericksburg Christmas Parade.
Shame on you.
Yeah, I know. Well,
but a great cultural institution.
But I get to experience in style with all of you guys out here watching as well here on our live stream.
Right. Oh, we want to know, if you come to the Fredericksburg Parade every year, do you have your designated spot? I know some folks, they stake out the exact same spot every single year. What's your style? Do you just pick and choose wherever you can sit, or do you stake out the good spot? Because there's also something to consider. I know there's some groups that are selling special treats and candies and concession for those. Fredericksburg United Methodist Church is just a block up the road, maybe 2 blocks up the road. They've got hot dogs and hot chocolate and baked goods. Downtown earlier today, the lines were out the door. Benny Vitelli's Pizza, all the coffee shops. People are here to have a hot, quick snack and to grab those window front seats in all the restaurants at Caroline.
And the events like these truly bring people downtown and bring radio stations downtown too, as B101.5 comes along the parade routes, adult contemporary radio station that covers Fredericksburg down to Richmond, all the way to DC and Maryland. You'll no doubt recognize their mascot, Buzzy the Bee, right there on the Buzzy the Bee floats.
And they're followed very closely by the famous Gus, the mascot for the Fredericksburg Nationals. The Frednats are coming in, and I actually have a fun fact that's not about me this time.
Were you a baseball player?
Usually inspired by George Washington, who apparently had an imaginary friend named Augustine.
Oh, okay. So there you go. There's Gus.
There you go.
That's fantastic. I didn't know that. So Washington's imaginary friend, Gus, the mascot there for the Fredericksburg Nationals, who were champions in 2024, Carolina League champions.
And their next season starts up again in April. If you've never been to a game at the Fredericksburg Nationals, it's a great experience. You should definitely go.
Yeah, it's a great.
And guys, we are wrapping up the parade.
As Santa makes his way here, ushering in the Christmas season in Fredericksburg.
This has been a phenomenal turnout. So many people on the streets watching and waiting, and all the wonderful. We had a plan. The bands were amazing. The dance was a high energy. The pipe and drum, that was a really neat addition. I don't think we've had that before. And of course, the Celtic band from Mary Washington.
Yeah, no, this
What
is
a great parade
fantastic.
we have. And here is the one everybody's been waiting for, the man himself, the Jolly Bob, St. Nicholas. Say hello to Santa Claus.
Christmas has arrived in Fredericksburg, where we are, and we hope that it has arrived where you are as well. This has been so much fun covering the parade with you tonight here, Kelly, and it is so much fun having you guys along with us here in the comments. You chatting along with us keeps us warm out here in the cold weather, about 37 degrees outside, going down to a low of 30 tonight. But it's been so warm hanging out here with all you guys here at the parade.
Fredericksburg, in my opinion, so glad to be out here to be with you, Uriah, and we get to live it together. I'm so glad to be part of your first one.
This is,
And
yeah.
also, shout out to my mom and dad for watching. Thank you guys. I love you.
Thank you to my wife, Jocelyn, and Saoirse, my daughter, Teddy, my son back home. Thank you for all you do to support and allow me to come out and serve the community in this way. Thank you for all watching. I want to thank everyone who chatted here, everyone who liked here, everyone who came on, and of course, everyone who's a member at PotomacLocal.com. You support our work. You keep the lights on to make sure that we continue to provide the community with this type of coverage and local news that you've come to expect. Please consider becoming a member by going to PotomacLocal.com and becoming a paid member today. It really does. It helps not only keep the lights on in our newsroom, but it keeps the light shining on the issues that are important to you and your family and your business here in the greater Fredericksburg and Northern Virginia region.
Absolutely. We're going to make like all these folks you see here on the street, so packing up and heading out. So I think we're also going to pack up and head out.
Been a great
Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Merry Christmas.